Did you watch my review of Monkey in a Cage / Bandar from TIFF? I'm going to link it in the description right here. I mean, I might be the only one on YouTube with a review of that movie at this point. Usko dekhkar agar aapko laga hai that Anurag Kashyap of the mid-2020s, yani ki right now, is a man filled with contradicting thoughts, searching for a balance between right and wrong, so wait till you get a hold of this next one. This film straight up has twins. One guy, two versions. Hey all, my name is Sucharita. Welcome back to my channel where today we are talking about Nishanchi Part 1 starring Aishwarya Thakre, Monica Pawar and Vedika Pinto in the lead roles now in movie theatres. Is it Monica Panwar or Pawar? I'm so sorry, I don't know.
तुम लोग 3 हो चाहे 30 हमारा कुछ नहीं बिगाड़ सकते.
Set in Kanpur, the story opens in the year 2006. A morning azan is heard at 7 a.m. Establishing shots show you a city of tangled electric wires, tired-looking streets, and a big giant ghanta ghar, a literal ticking clock. A bank manager goes to his favorite chai nashta shop for food before heading off to work. There's a cheeky cameo here by filmmaker Lijo Pellissieri, who's also eating puri aloo at the same shop. Except this is not a regular morning. The manager is about to walk into a harebrained, poorly executed robbery at his bank, and so the film plunges you right away into this comedy of errors. Shakespearean because of the twins, but also in its vastness and tragedy. Carrying out the botched heist are twins Bablu and Dablu and Bablu's girlfriend Rinku. A little travel back in time now tells you more about all three of these. Bablu Dablu are born to wrestler Jabardast, played by Vineet Kumar Singh, and his sharpshooter wife Manjari, that's Monica. While Bablu spends most of his life in and out of both juvenile and adult prisons, eventually renaming himself Tony after Tony Montana, complete with a self-inflicted facial scar, Dablu is Mama's boy. He's sheltered and actively not street smart. Rinku is a dancer who performs in local Kanpur stage shows, largely present for an audience of men frothing at the mouth. In their own ways, they're all survivors. Written by Prasoon Mishra, Ranjan Tandale and Kashyap himself, Nishanchi mostly it wants the viewer to feel its texture. The opening Devanagari credits with their old school declaration crediting like Ajay Jayanti for Parshva Sangeet rather than background score are mega charming. The already very popular song Ye Film Dekho, composed by Anurag Saikia to Shashwat Vedi's lyrics, welcome you in, declaring this cinematic event open. You know, sort of like Adam Driver and Marion Cotillard ran down the street singing, so may we start, with the band Sparks, as Leo Carax's 2021 film Annette opened. The song here is in conversation with the viewers, straight up declaring कि हम 6 घंटे की पिक्चर है, तुम घुटने भर की झील इतना डीप इमोशन को कैसे करोगे फील, गिविंग यू अ मैप, अ चीट कोड कि nothing is going to be quite as it seems from now, and to really watch this film you will have to submerge, you'll have to touch and experience it with all your senses. Don't be shallow. There is enough and more to engulf you in this nearly 3-hour-long film, which thanks again to Aarti Bajaj's stellar editing, stays coherent without feeling overwhelming. In fact, her work, combined with Sylvester Fonseca's cinematography and a very competent costume and wardrobe department, it allows newcomer Aishwarya Thakre to perform both Bablu and Dablu so well, you will forget that it's the same actor. The film doesn't have to rely on the gimmick of the duplicate. I believe you only hear the word Judva said out loud once. Bablu, aka Tony, gets embedded into a group of men so desperate to forget about the deficiencies of their social status, they sort of assume parallel identities, this separate group. So he becomes Tony. He has a friend who's called Hawa Hawaii. They're all dressed in fancy, ill-fitted clothes. They get tattoos, colored hair. This group is led by Ambika Prasad, played by Kumud Mishra in the present, and Girish Sharma in the flashback sequences. Like the people he leads, Ambika too is looking for success and salvation in a borrowed identity. Tony's first brush with romance is also equally telling. The first woman who ever even speaks to him as an adult, he becomes instantly obsessed with. The idea of love and romance for this man, so deprived of tenderness, is so desperate and pathetic that the smallest human connection is instantly interpreted by him as destiny.
खड़ा छाप तमाकू का डिब्बा बनके चुपचाप एक्सीलेटर दबाइए। तमाकू का डिब्बा कैसे बना जाता है?
The other twin, W, stays back with his mother. They have a small house जिसके पीछे one can see a big Mughal structure ऐसे पीछे से दिखाई देता है. So they are living in this shadow of what was once royal. W is not particularly good at answering calls to action. He's not written as a reluctant hero. He simply doesn't want to be seen by society, or not even by the woman he loves. Aishwarya is a spectacular find and is an instant addition to all-time memorable characters of Kashyap cinema. The actor, by the way, is also a musician. He's sung a song in this film and he's composed another song in the film. Check out the jukebox video on Z Music's channel, I think, for all the details. Not to be left behind, Vedika Pinto as Rinku is very much aware that this is her moment to shine, and shine she does. The actor works hard to show Rinku as a fighter on the outside, even when she's scared. In one sequence, as Tony fights with men inside a prison, Rinku is simultaneously at a local watering hole at a bar doing do-do haath with Gundelog herself. Similarly, Monica, as the mother, Manjari, remains stoic and level-headed as everything she holds dear is taken from her. Her insides are crumbling to dust. In part one of this film, in part one of Nishanchi, we are already told that the mother has professional experience in shooting a gun. And Tony even calls her Mother India in the very first scene. I don't know. I mean, part two will tell us where this character leads. Abhi tak to, Refreshingly, the characters in this film do not get radicalized or thrown into action when a sister or a mother or a wife is assaulted or murdered. In more ways than one, Nishanchi is original, if not the most unusual. The support cast is uniformly terrific. Durgesh Kumar is in his second back-to-back Kashyap film. Rajesh Kumar, the always reliable Kumud Mishra, Vineet Kumar Singh, and a remarkable Mohammad Zishan Ayub. He's so good. They add even more color, holding this film together through the many time jumps. I will mention here, though, the music of the film, the entire album, it seems to be working toward dragging it in different directions, with all 5 credited composers working in different genres. Great songs on their own, disjointed in overall flavor. Filling every empty space with lyrics specifying how the characters are feeling in that moment. That belongs in a lesser film, not this. I did really enjoy Upar Wale Ne and Dear Country, though, both composed by Dhruv Ganikar to Pyarelal Yadav's lyrics. In the world of Nishanchi, power is exerted almost exclusively by delirious men, and anarchy stands just outside the door. The lack of systems gives rise to unaccountable strongmen, as police station, that is the law and order, is in literal darkness because light chali gayi hai. The burden of dying and staying alive are both inherited along with the family's land. And by the end of part 1, the dissertation firmly comes to the conclusion that try as hard as one might, it is impossible to control the tides of time and actions of others. No person arrives at any place in their lives on their own and cannot alone be held accountable for their position in their lives without acknowledging the turning and churning of the many universes swirling and settling all around them. Life is complex. Of course, the viewing experience feels zara incomplete right now because Nishanchi unusually ends on a cliffhanger. No murders avenged, no banks successfully robbed, not a single thread quite tied up yet. Will Tony ever get out of prison again? Will the mother pick up a gun? Is Rinku going to learn the truth about her father? And will at least one person answer why Ambika is an acceptable name for a man? I am here for a film asking questions the audience is invited to answer. Consider me already seated for part 2. Okay, now that Nishanchi is done, I'm going to finally sit down and start watching Beheads of Bollywood. Don't tell me what happens. But do subscribe to this channel because we're getting to 200,000. Before you leave, do it. This is all I have. Lol. My name is Sucharita. Thanks for stopping by.